Good day and welcome to the dining room table. Here we have a White House press briefing with Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack answering a couple questions from the media. One of the questions he's being asked is regarding China buying land in the US. And if it is a security threat, if the White House is monitoring purchases from Chinese officials and corporations and the government. Now, this is not to Chinese people, this is to the government and the officials. A couple months ago in North Dakota, Grand Forks officials struck down a Chinese company that was trying to do a corn mill project. They had purchased 300 acres of land for $2.3 million near a military base. Now, I don't know how this plays into fair housing and discrimination laws, which are very huge in the US and very important when it comes to real estate. But let's hear from Secretary Vilsack on his thoughts. Please subscribe, like, and share.
Topic. Has the Department of Agriculture seen anything in the purchase of farmland by Chinese corporations or Chinese nationals that would suggest a threat to national security or food security? Or are those concerns that we've increasingly been hearing about, are those overblown?
Well, I think there's concern, as there was in the North Dakota circumstance, where the Chinese interest was purchasing land near a military installation. I think there's legitimate concerns in that space, and I think that's one of the reasons why, we've articulated the need as a department to be more engaged in the CFIUS process. I would also say that I think there's work to be done to give us the tools to be able to do an even better job of ensuring that we know when these transactions take place. It's complicated, but every county has their county recorder. And on any given day, somebody may walk into that recorder's office and file a deed, and there's no way of knowing precisely whether or not that is a Chinese purchaser. So we need to work on how we might be able to collect the information and be able to analyze that information in a timely way so that we would determine whether or not a threat exists or not.
So it sounds like you're not confident in the current system as it's set up to necessarily monitor.
Well, it's not that I'm not confident. It's that I think we could be we could do. I think we're confident in the job we're doing today because we are able to identify circumstances, as was the case in North Dakota. I think that if folks are looking for a foolproof system so that nothing gets through the cracks, then I think there are ways in which we can be helpful and we can improve that process. Being part of CFIUS, I think, is part of it. Being able to collect information in a way that allows us to go a little bit deeper and a little quicker would be helpful as well.
We're gonna wrap it up.